everybody, it's Lori and I'm here. I'm so excited. I'm here with part 1 of my customs order from L3. So, okay, you know the FOMO is real with me. Fear of missing out. I always have to, in case you don't know. It's real, and I wanted to make sure that we got the customs that we have been dreaming of. And so I placed an order and there was a limit of 10. So I got the limit of 10 and then I went back in later. It was probably a week or two later. So those aren't here yet. And ordered a few more. It's not 10. I know that. I can't off the top of my head. I want to say 6 maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be a surprise to us all. And honestly, some of these, I was like, I couldn't remember exactly what we ordered until this showed up. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So, and I think for the second custom, we did a couple of scents that were harder for us to get. So I don't know if we did as much mixology as we did with this one. So I have my handy dandy scale. I pulled this out from 100 years ago when I was shipping a lot more, had my own business and was shipping items. So I pulled this out of storage somewhere. It's actually in this office. I found it relatively easy. Put some new batteries in it and used the, what is that? The tare, T-A-R-E button to zero it out. So I took the customs out of the bag, weighed the bag and that. So now we should just get the weight of the items because I know that everybody's kind of interested to see how heavy our bags were. So you ready? So we named these. We did. We came up with our own goofy names for them. I, of course, think they're good, hilarious, whatever. I can see the thumbs down the count going up right now because everybody's like, it's so annoying. But anyway, if you're interested in seeing what we picked up for our customs, hang on. But I want to welcome you if you're new to the channel. I hope this is not scaring you away. Because yes, this is how I am. I hope you decide to subscribe down below and become a part of this channel. And I want to welcome you back. If you're a returning visitor or subscriber, you already know this is how I am. I'm crazy. For better or for worse, right? Okay, so we got 10. We picked up a couple other items in this order, but nobody cares about those. She did combine orders, which was awesome. Came in a nice giant box that circled the globe, but it made it here. That's all I care about. Okay, so you ready to jump in and see what craziness we concocted? All right, so the first one I named Into the Mystic. From the song by Van Morrison, one of my favorites. And the scent notes the combination, I should say, is Orange is the New Black and Salty Sea Air. So Orange is the New Black is orange peels and volcano. We absolutely love a volcano here. So we have hefty bag. Let's see what it says. So this hefty bag here is 15.5 ounces. So let's take out a chunk and I will show you one of the chunks. Look at how big and how pretty. We had the orange and the sea, which is awesome. And this particular chunk is 4 ounces even. So how does it smell? This is perfect. You definitely get that volcano. You get the orange peels and you get the salty sea air, which tends to take over blends, and it's pretty strong in this. I will definitely say it's so strong. It's a strong fragrance oil. But I think the combination together just it makes it feel like I'm on a cruise, which is what I needed. So this is gorgeous. My son is like, do the video so I can melt this, because this was his concoction that he came up with. He loves the volcano, which is Capri Blue, I believe, and Salty Sea Air. So this is right up his alley. He's gonna love this. I mean, I get 4 generous sized chunks in this bag, so perfect. So that was the first one. So this next one was mine. So this is Blonde AF. You know what I'm saying there. It's Ditzy Blonde iced lemon Danish. So Ditzy Blonde, I have that written down as Fruit Loops, Blonde Moment, and then you have the iced lemon Danish here. Perfect. Let's weigh it. This is 15.5 as well, so about the same. So you have, now this is a smaller chunk. Should I take out a bigger chunk? So you have the, I mean, this, oh my gosh, it's so strong already. I can smell it. Oh, this is just perfect. Love it. So the Blonde Moment is like a sparkling kind of champagne type of berry sparkling champagne to my nose anyway. And so that you combine that with the Fruit Loops and then the iced lemon Danish. It's so good. It's absolutely perfect. It's just like a lemon sugary delightfulness to me. Oh, this is so good. It's starting to warm up. We got this yesterday, and so it's like it needed time to warm up after traveling the globe, truly. So this particular one is 4 ounces, and then we have another one that's 2.9 ounces. So it just really depends on the chunk that you get. But look at, I mean, these are so awesome, so good. I mean, I'll give them a hint of a cure time. Because typically I find with Jennifer's Wax, it's a week or two. They start to smell a little bit stronger to me. It doesn't need a super long cure time, but I'm going to, we want all of the scent notes to come out of these. And she's pouring these right, she's pouring them and she's shipping them out. I mean, they work so hard there. So this, oh my gosh, so good. So delicious. I'm going to love this one. 100% for me. So that was that. So if you get some of my concoctions, you'll have to let me know if you got a sampler and you got some of my concoctions. This next one is mine as well. My son was like, ugh, who cares? It's mine. Okay, so this one I called the Quarantine 15. It's coffee bean, hazelnut coffee mate, and Mexican fried ice cream. So this is coffee. So the Quarantine 15. If you like coffee. All right, and this, I should weigh it first, right? Okay, we're weighing. Yeah, I don't know if she's like, nobody else will like this, because it makes you wonder. It's 1 pound, 0.2 ounces. So just a hint over a pound. Look at that. That's what we were laughing. It's like some of them were heavy. So we're like, does she think that nobody else would like this? I don't know. Oh my gosh. So one chunk there is 3.7 ounces. So yes, we got nice hefty 4 pieces of this. And oh my gosh, it is so good. This is coffee bean, 100%. You get the creaminess from the hazelnut coffee mate. I don't know how much of the Mexican fried ice cream I can truly pick out of this. I think it just adds like some depth to it, because I definitely wanted this coffee forward, and I think I put that in my note to her, because I really love a good coffee scent, and I'm dropping wax chunks. And we don't want any of this to go to waste. So yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly the coffee that I wanted. So I am super happy about that. I will love that. I love melting coffee scents in the morning. So that hits the spot. So this one I am calling Wish You Were Here from Pink Floyd. This is smoked leather, books, and tea and cakes. So there. And this, again, I'm like, she doesn't think anybody's going to like this, but it turned out fabulous. I mean, she is a genius. So this is 1.1 pound right there. We knew this one was heavy. So open this up. Look at the hefty chunks of there. So awesome. And this one is 4.4. So the scent notes for this on smoked leather says fresh leather with just a hint of sweet to smoky pipe tobacco. And then I added books and tea and cakes. So truly what I get with this mostly is tea and cakes and books, which is fabulous. And then you get a hint of like a leather, like a smoky leather. So pipe tobacco, to me, the fragrance oils that I've smelled don't smell very smoky. And if you can hear my dog, I'm sorry. They love to bark at everything. So it's not super like smoky fragrance, but it just has that hint. So like you're in a library, you've got your tea and cake, so you're ready to eat some, like an orangey almond scone. That's what it smells like to me, with some tea with a hint of lemon in it. You've got the books behind you, some leather chairs. That's exactly what I was going for with this. I wish I was there, quite frankly. But yeah, that's exactly what this smells like. Barking dogs. I think I got a wax delivery. I think that's what the dogs are going crazy for. We'll finish this video up and find out what I got. Woohoo! It might be my other customs. You just never know. You know, I get boxes a lot. I have that evil laugh going again. But anyway, this is absolutely what I was picturing and wanting it to smell like. Oh my gosh. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to love this. I don't know how many other people would love it, but this is my custom and I love it. Okay, so this next one here, I'm calling Beach Please, or Beach Please. I don't know. Which is Celestial Sea, Coppertone, and Boardwalk Mallow Clouds. This one was kind of like, okay, what do we like? My son and I were, like, it was almost like throwing darts at a board. Like, what do we like that we think reminds us of being on the beach? I will tell you, this isn't bad, but I'm going to go off on a small beach tangent for a second. So the beach fragrance, which I think is Beach by Bobbi Brown, I think Jennifer is discontinuing. And I got one of her like cutie patootie little pie things of it, opened it up, smelled it, and burst into tears. So it reminded me of my dad. He has since passed several years ago. And it reminded me of, reminded me of summers on his boat because it smells like Coppertone sunscreen to me, but better than the Coppertone suntan lotion fragrance oils that I've smelled. That was exactly it. It smelled like, so I'm in Michigan, Lake St. Clair. It smelled like Lake St. Clair on the boat with my dad. And it was like, so yeah, getting emotional. Let's turn this into a, don't want to sob. But anyway, that fragrance, I know other vendors, I believe, have it. And if not, I'll just have to buy the perfume because Lord knows that any scent that triggers that much of an emotional reaction, it was crazy. I mean, that blew me away. I did not expect it. Okay, back to my customs. So this again, Celestial Sea, which is salty sea spray, ocean musk, sea moss, driftwood, and sand, combined with Coppertone and Boardwalk marshmallow. So let's weigh it. It keeps going off because, I start talking. To reset it. Okay, so this is 1 pound. It's like 1 pound, 0.1 ounces. So there we go. Another one we were like, I don't think that nobody will like this. I mean, and I will say, this is, there's two of them that I'm a little like, ugh. But my son, I mean, these were for my son anyway. So yeah, I mean, this really smells like what I would think, being on the ocean, God knows, it's been a long time. For me, I mean, I get the hint of the Coppertone in the background. Don't get a lot of the Boardwalk in here. And so I think it needs a little bit more cure time. And it might need a hint of, we were trying to figure out this and another one I'll do next. I think it needs a little bit of fruit for our noses just to give it a little bit of, like sugar and deliciousness. So we have some satsuma, we have some pineapple we can mix in and see how that works because it might need that. But this is really nice the way that it is. Let me take out a chunk and show you. Really pretty. I mean, she did a fabulous job with these. I mean, I definitely, like I said, I get the salty sea air, the driftwood, all of that, like sea kelp, that kind of thing in here, which is good. And then, but I think it needs a little bit more of the Boardwalk marshmallow, and I have that on its own. I could mix that in, or it could be just needing a little bit of cure time. This one is 4.4 ounces, and we'll probably throw a little bit of some fruit in with it and see how it transforms. But yeah, my son absolutely really likes this one. Not probably something I will melt, but it was for him anyway, so that's okay. And this next one, I was a little like, I don't know, maybe we missed the mark on this one. This definitely needs something tart. So this one is, I'm calling it the Booze Cruise, and it's a Greek Island Breeze, Margarita, and Mimosa in Mandarin. So the we have the Mandarin orange, peach, strawberry, and grapefruit with bubbly champagne in here. So it needs something else, and maybe it needs some time. So again, we'll give this one some cure time. Let's weigh it. And this is a same thing. Wow, she's getting these right on the mark here. 1 pound, 0.1 ounces. And let's look at the colors of this one. I think it needs lime or grapefruit, honestly. But we also said maybe pineapple, because this is floral to my nose. And I think it's the Greek Island Breeze that's doing it. So you have those chunks there. I think it's really doing that, and I think it needs, we both said it needs something tart. Like I said, grapefruit, lime, even like a tart kind of pineapple. Something juicy. I don't know, orange, but that's to my nose. I think people would really like this. You know, if you like those kind of scents. It's not super salty, like the Salty Sierra at all. It's more of a floral. It reminds me of, yeah, you're sitting outside. I'm just seeing, like, picturing people wearing white and sitting outside, like, on those beautiful white verandas that they have, I guess. And right on the sea, and you've got all kinds of flowers. You're drinking some champagne. There's some fruit on the table. That's kind of what this reminds me of. And so that is good. It's what we wanted it to. But it's not, it's too floral for me. My son really likes this one as well, so I think that's good. We're going to play around with it and do some mixology skills, I think. But yeah, I mean, I think for what we wanted it to be, it's good. I just think it needs, you know, like I said, it needs some lime or grapefruit or something. So we'll see about that one. Okay, this next one I called Slice Baby, and it's Mac Apple, honey buttered rolls, and cornbread. So I'll show you that in a second. So let's weigh this. And this is 1 pound, 0.3 ounces. So what I was trying to go for with this one was like an apple cake type of scent. Oh my gosh, just like, whoa, the apple when you open the bag. I was trying to go for an apple cake smell without cinnamon. So that's what I was going for, and that's exactly what this is. It is absolutely fabulous. Oh my gosh, adore this. It is so juicy apple with, it smells like, I've said this before, there's something else that smells like, oh, it's a retail wax, that smells like the apple cake. It's really a cake. It's kind of a, I mean, it's a cake without all of the spices in it that my mom used to make. And that's what this smells like. I was trying to, with the cornbread, add some depth and oomph to it. And that's exactly what it does. It just gives it more of a bready component. I think it's definitely apple forward. So if you like that. And the honey buttered rolls, I think there might be a hint of cinnamon in there, but it's like cinnamon sugar in that. But it's fine. I didn't want like clove. I didn't want nutmeg. I didn't want heavy like red hot cinnamon. None of that, which so many of the apple bready scents have. And I just did not want that. This is perfect. She knocked this one out of the park. Exactly what I wanted. So I am super excited about this one. And I hope if any of you get this, I hope you like it too. If not, send it to me. I'll take all of it because that is amazing. She nailed it. Okay, so we have 3 more. This next one I called The Long Way Round. and it's from a Doctor Who episode. It's my favorite, with Peter Capaldi. And if you haven't seen it, it's tough. It's a tough episode because he literally spent, I think it was 4 billion years punching a hole through a wall, one punch at a time, dying in between, to get to his companion. If you don't know the show, get to her, and basically, and he says, you know, tell them I took the long way around, when he goes and confronts the people that he's confronting. So I just love that episode. It's just like, you know, that's commitment. You one punch in a wall and you die, and you do it for 4 billion years. Okay. So anyway, so that's what I'm naming this one. And it is 9 3/4 and a barbershop 1920s. There. So those are just two of my favorite scents. So 9 3/4 is leather suitcases, aftershave, and vanilla oak with like a shaving cream or a barbershop type of fragrance. So let's weigh this one. This, maybe somebody liked this one. I don't know. This is 14.5, so it's a little bit lighter. So if you get this one, like I said, if you get any of these, you'll have to let me know what you think about these. Okay, there we go. Interesting colors there. And this is, that is a little bit lighter, 3.2 for this one. So I definitely get the leather. So you get, to me, what I was aiming for was a distinguished gentleman in a library, basically, without like the library type of thing. Or he's carrying a leather suitcase. He's got his nice aftershave on, and he's walking through maybe a library. I don't know. But that's what the barbershop 1920s reminds me of, a distinguished gentleman, English gentleman. My grandfather, I always say it smells like him, and he was British, right off the boat as a child. And so, yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Oh, just fantastic smell. Exactly what I wanted it to smell like. She nailed it. She nailed all of these. I mean, absolutely perfect. I'm going to love this one. I know my son liked this one as well. He doesn't get this is not his. This is really good. Really, really pretty chunks too. So yeah, perfect. The next one is mine, and I'm calling it Blondes Really Have More Fun. It is Dirty Blonde and Fruity Pebbles. So Dirty Blonde is Blonde Moment, which is that berry type of champagne with lemon and frosted lime cupcakes, and we're putting Fruity Pebbles in with it. So I am going for delicious, sugary, fruity goodness, and I have to open it and smell. It's exactly what it smells like. I feel like the Blonde Moment is just heightened even more in here. This is 15.5 ounces, so delicious. Let's show you one of the chunks that she did. So good. So this is like lemony, fruity pebbles deliciousness, which similar, like a frosted cupcake type of, I guess it's a lemony frosted cupcake deliciousness with fruity pebbles. It's very similar to the other one, but that was Fruit Loops. But I was trying to figure out which one I liked better, so we'll see when I melt it. But yeah, I was going for a similar type of scent and seeing, like I said, which one is better. And because I love Blonde Moment, you can put that with anything. I love it. So she knocked it out of the park again with that one. And the last one here, this was my son's favorite, hands down. This turned out better than we expected. So we called it, or I called it, Can't Adult Today. You don't, okay, I'm gonna figure out how can I say what he wanted to name it. Can I spell it? I mean, we're adults here, but I really don't want to say the name. You know what? I'll flash it on the screen. I can do that. I'm flashing it on the screen now. That's what he wanted to call it. So you're welcome. So we're going with Can't Adult Today, and it is pink sugar, lemonade, and blue raspberry icy. So look at the colors. Holy cow. Beautiful. Yep. And I don't know, but if somebody doesn't like this, they don't like sugary goodness. I mean, that's okay because not everybody likes super sugary stuff. But this is 1 pound, 0.3 ounces. So this is delightful. This is better than we could even have hoped for. This, oh my gosh. So you get the pink sugar. It's like pink sugar lemonade. And then you get the blue raspberry slushy in the background. And this is not a floral blue raspberry, thank God. I've said before in a couple of vendor videos that some of them are very floral to my nose. I don't know why. This one is not. You get that iciness of the blueberry. It feels like, you know, you've got some lemonade in your blue raspberry slushy, and then just the pink sugar adds just a extra sugary goodness to this, or you're eating your pixie stick, because that's what it reminds me of, pink sugar. Oh my gosh, and look at how gorgeous. I can't stop smelling this. I know my son really wanted to get to melting. We're going to let this cure because I think sometimes some of the sugars need a little bit. So it's not going to take long until we crack into this, I'm sure. But this was even better than we had hoped for. And this, I mean, a lot of these I would order again in customs. I hope she does it again because I am super pleased. Okay, so we made it. We made it through my customs. We laughed, we cried, we made it through. So let me know in the comment section down below which one was your favorite, which one might you consider ordering, or if you hated all of them, it's fine. You can tell me that. It's okay. Believe me, I'm sure I've heard worse. Trust me. But yeah, I mean, I cannot believe how good this turned out. It's always kind of a gamble. And I truly did. I know there are some people that went really safe and went with some of Jennifer's blends, which is totally fine. I mean, that's great because you get a pound of a great blend that you love. And, not necessarily a pound, but I mean, they're coming out to very close to a pound of something that you love. So that's a great way to do it. I wanted to just try to roll the dice a little bit and try to come up with a couple of scents that maybe we would love. And hopefully if she does customs again, we can have her do them again. So let me know what your favorite is of mine, or if you did yours, what's your favorite? What's your favorite custom that you picked up from L3? And I look forward to talking with you next time. Bye, everybody.